The unemployment rate is now at its highest point since 1983. The young and old alike are finding ways to cope with job loss.
In fact, 15 million young adults reported that they lived with their parents last year. Our financial contributor, Ray Martin, is here with some advice for families who have these boomerang kids. They go, but then they come right back. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Maggie. Hey.
But is that a bad thing, moving back in with mom, or is it a smart financial move in this recession?
You know, this is a different time and place. We're not talking about, what was that sitcom, All in the Family, where you had Archie Bunker and he had his daughter and son-in-law moved in and stayed forever. And what do you call his son-in-law? Meathead. You know, this is a whole different thing today, okay? It's a tough economy. And as you said, you know, there's no job offers. The job offers that young adults are getting are so low they can't pay rent and student loans and live. This is the ultimate in being able to say, make a fresh start. The lowest cost of living you're ever going to have is an intergenerational living arrangement, or boomerang living. It'll work for your young adult and parents as long as you set some rules and ground rules here.
You have do's and don'ts, and this reminds me. In my house, back in the day, so old school, as soon as you graduated from high school, if you were going to stay in the house, you had to pay room and board.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, that was not so unusual back in the day.
Look, I think, you know, some experts disagree on this. I think charging rent, even a nominal amount, makes a lot of sense. You want your young adult to feel like they're contributing here, okay? Because, you know, you want to make be accountable. And if you're a parent saying, I don't think I want to do that, don't treat your young adult like a child. Treat them like a young adult here. And, you know, utilities are going to go up, food costs are going to go up here. So the question is, how much do you charge and how do you figure it out?
Right.
You know, you can use informal rules like percentage of home rooms used. You have, you know, they use one room, there's 10 rooms in the house, that's 10% of the house, 10% of the interest, taxes, utilities, insurance. You know, $3,000 a month to take care of your house, it could cost 10%, would be $300 a month.
And you make it also like a lease in that you set a deadline. You got to be out by.
Yeah, set a rental agreement and then set a deadline here. Don't make this open-ended. That's not good for anybody. So set a goal. You'll stay as long as you pay down your debt for a certain amount, or you build up an amount of savings to rent your own place or buy your own place maybe. Or if you don't have a job. You just don't want
it to get too comfortable.
Or set a goal like when you get a job that you can pay for yourself. Then that's when you move out. But set a deadline.
And of course, you let the kids do whatever they did when they were in college when they come home, right? Or
Except
you
don't
do
give
that,
them
or you
money.
do the opposite.
Yeah, no, I say you set some rules here and you talk about them. Things like, you know, who's going to do the laundry, clean the bathroom, in the kitchen, take out the trash, do the lawn. And you got to have a discussion about things like, you know, curfews, visitors, sleepovers. Sleepovers for your young adult child are going to take on a whole new meaning versus your 10-year-old kid.
That's
so you got
just
to talk
weird.
about that.
That's just weird. and it's so important. A lot of parents cave and think they're helping their kid by giving money.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't think that that's a good idea at all.
Giving your kid a financial bailout when they move home and paying off all their debts for them isn't teaching them anything about financial accountability and how to work out of a corner that they've gotten themselves into. Instead, be a mentor and a coach, help them work out a debt plan, get out of debt, and stay with them and help them with that as opposed to bailing them out.
And if I were your kid, I'd be afraid.
You don't want to make it too easy here. Remember, it's a young adult living with you, not your child. So you got to have these conversations. Make them clean up to your standards, not theirs, and be a contributor, and it'll work out for everybody.
All right, Ray, thanks so much.
Hey, you're welcome.
For more on these boomerang kids, go to our website, earlyshow.cbsnews.com.